So what was your favorite memory growing up as a Bengals fan?
Tough to put it. I think we won the state championship my junior year, and they sent our whole team. We sat right over there to a Bengals game, the whole team in our state championship sweatshirts, and that was just a really cool moment.
How about your biggest heartbreak growing up as a Bengals fan?
There's been a couple. I think the playoff losses. I was in the stands when Carson Palmer got injured in the playoffs, and we lost to the Steelers. That was something at a young age that stuck with me.
How do you think all those heartbreaking moments built up tension that was finally released when you guys beat the Raiders? I've never heard, I've been in this stadium my whole life, I've never heard that sound from this building.
No doubt, neither have I. And I think our punter, Kevin Hubbard, described it perfectly. It was like 31 years of just heartbreak and stress and curses was just lifted in an instant. And that's what the whole city was feeling, and you could really see it. And people's emotions, the noise, the energy, it was like you could feel it.
What's the personality of this team through your eyes?
It's really unique because we have a lot of young guys, a lot of free agents that came in that are also pretty young, and we met in the off season. We became close. We weren't sure exactly what team we were going to have. We just knew we had a great locker room, great camaraderie, great dudes, and just went about our business. And kind of week after week, just became battle tested together. Guys became more confident. You see, our receivers and quarterback, they just have a swag about them that is just different, and we feed off stuff like that. And it's fun to be a part of this team because we've been, like outcast in the past several years, and now we're kind of everybody's favorite, rooting for us. So we're taking it and running with it.
When was the moment you realized this thing can happen this year? It can happen right now.
I think that's always the mentality that Joe's had, and this is my first winning season here. We struggled the first 3 years I've been here, but once we started winning big games towards the stretch, and after we won that Kansas City game, we won the AFC North, I was like, okay, this team is for real. We can beat anybody any day. We take the field. We have the belief we're the best team out there, and there's nobody that can beat us but ourselves.
Mm-hmm. So when you're coming off a 4-win season, your rookie deal is coming to a close, what made you want to be a part of this? Even though you hadn't won, what made you want to be here?
Yeah, I had invested everything, blood, sweat, and tears into building this culture shift, trying to get the ship turned around, and I could see it turning before we actually started winning games, and I wanted to be a part of it for the long term, and they offered me that opportunity. I couldn't pass it up, and I think that extension they gave me the confidence to be a leader and really take the reins of my position for the future on this team.
So when you first reached out to Burrow right before that draft, what was it that you wanted him to know about what it means to be a Cincinnati Bengal, what it means to live here in Cincinnati?
He knows. He's an Ohio guy.
Yeah.
We went to the Super Bowl in 2019 together before he was getting drafted, hung out all weekend, and he was just asking questions. I gave it to him straight as a close friend, and I knew he was our guy that we needed, and we had the first overall pick. So just try to make him feel comfortable, and Joe would have been comfortable in any situation. He would have made it his own, but he's an Ohio guy and has really taken pride in being our quarterback.
Why do you think he is so comfortable in every situation? What is it about him?
I don't know. It's hard to explain. I mean,
it is.
It's hard to even put your finger on what it is that makes him that way, but there's no denying it.
Mm-hmm. When do you feel like you two first became friends?
Well, I was a year older than him at Ohio State, so 2015, 2014. We were both kind of scout team, redshirt guys. Had a bunch of the same friends. We hung out in the same friend groups. We'd go out to eat all the time. He had to gain weight. I had to gain weight. We'd always try and go out to, to meals with each other because we were just in that process.
Mm-hmm.
College kids, and never in a million years do you think we'd be in this position, but here we are.
That AFC Championship game, the moment for me is when you're the quarterback spy and you're looking right there at Mahomes, game's on the line. What made you decide to hit the gas pedal and go after him?
I think it was just instinct. I mean, I have my rules within the play, but as soon as it parted like that, he was just sitting back there. There was a clock in my head. I was like, this is taking too long, and I just saw an opportunity, and I knew when I took it that I wasn't going to miss. I wasn't even thinking, really, just acting on instinct, and to be able to make that play for my team is just incredible feeling.
People can hit the gas pedal on him, but not many people actually get him on the ground. So what were you thinking when you're running at him? How did you get him down so seamlessly?
I don't know. I mean, we've been chasing him all day, so I knew he was going to try and juke and scramble. I think I just tracked the hip. I played a lot of free safety back in the day, lacrosse and open field football, so I credit that for not getting juked and completely whiffing.
So you got state championships in Ohio, national championship at Ohio State. How would it resonate with your soul to get the Triple Crown and bring a Super Bowl to the Bengals?
It's actually the first thing I said in my draft interview after I got drafted here. I said I want a state championship, national championship. I want to win a Super Bowl here. And people are like, oh, this kid's dreaming. And I really can't imagine the Triple Crown. It's like the most amazing accomplishment. And here we are, one game away from doing it. And, if we accomplish it, I don't know what I'll do. I'll go crazy. I mean, it's amazing.
Man, I grew up 5 minutes away. You grew up right here. So what's your phone been like with all your buddies that have been tapping in this week, realizing the Bengals are going to the damn Super Bowl?
Yeah, the energy is insane. Everyone I've met has hit me up, but it's all support and love. They're so excited. Everybody just wants to be a part of it because, it means so much to everybody, and a little bit overwhelming, but it's you wouldn't have it any other way. It's a dream come true.
Take me back to draft night when all these teams are, no, it's that third round. Okay, now you think your time might be, and finally you look at your phone, you see an 859 area code, and it's the Bengals. What are some of the first thoughts that rip through your brain?
Yeah, I was at my draft party downtown here in Cincinnati, and the Steelers pick was up when my phone rang, and I answered my phone, and everyone in my family's like, "Oh my gosh, he's going to go to the Steelers," but they didn't know the area code, and Marvin Lewis on the phone. I was like, "I'll see you in the morning," and 10 minutes down the road, and it was I don't know. And when it flashed across the stream, Bengals, the whole place went nuts.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane, but I thought I was going to go higher, but I ended up in the right spot, and I'm really thankful for it.
And you got a text after right after you won the AFC North?
Yes.
From your old coach and Marvin Lewis?
Yeah.
What sentiment did he want to get across to you?
He just said how proud he is of us, how fun it is to watch us. I thanked him for bringing me here because he's the one that drafted me, and I owe him a lot for that. He's a great man, and he's happy that the success we're having, and he obviously had a huge part in getting us to where we're at.
How did he lay the groundwork in your mind's eye for what this has now become?
Yeah, I mean, his years here, the defense, coming to the jungle and playing at Marvin Lewis, Bengals defense was terrifying. I loved watching those guys growing up, and they were so fun to watch. And I came in at the tail end of his tenure here, but he did a lot for this place, and he's a great coach.
Mm-hmm. You ever standing down there on the field, looking up at the old seats where you used to sit, and just take a moment?
Yeah, sometimes. My family sits right down there, same seats every game. I always look up there, but I really took a moment after the Raiders win, seeing all them, everybody in the stands just celebrating for 30 minutes after the game ended. That was special.
So we both grew up Cincinnati sports fans. We had never seen a playoff win in any sport for our entire lives.
Yeah.
So when did it first hit you that your Cincinnati Bengals were headed to the Super Bowl?
The week of the first playoff game was probably my most stressful week just because of the streak is like the curse. My teammates didn't really know the gravity of it. I kind of kept that to myself, but once we were able to get that first win and get that off our back, it was like, all right, the sky's the limit. We can go all the way.
Mm-hmm. They just don't really seem like they care. Like the young guys on this team, from where I sit, they just don't seem like they really care. Like the pressure playing Mahomes, the pressure of never winning a playoff game. Do you see it the same way, or how do they really think about it internally?
Pressure playing a game, big games, never really gotten to me either. But I think these young guys, they've never. Jamar, They just have that swag about them and that confidence, and I feed off that too. I'm not going to lie. I love the way that their mentality, and I think guys that have been here, we feed off that, and it's energizing for sure.
How does a guy like Burrow project that confidence to the other guys? You know what I mean? It's one thing to have it for him, but how does he project it on the group?
Just doing his job and being himself. You're out there and you are in control of the offense or whatever it is, special teams, doing your job on punt team. Like, you see your teammates with confidence and communication and walkthroughs. Just seeing that every day just gives you belief in each other that everybody's gonna go out there and nobody's better prepared, nobody cares more. Like, who's gonna stop us? That's what he does.
I've been around town all year, last few years. You never see any of you guys. So what do you actually do when you leave this building and go home?
Yeah, I mean, I stay out of the mix. I kind of just hang at my house. I got a couple close friends. My closest friends are still the buddies I went to high school with. A lot of them are still local, so I spend time with them. My family's all here. I stay pretty low key. I mean, few of the guys like to go out and have a good time here in Cincinnati, but it's a chiller city, so we're all pretty laid back.
Have you had to separate at all that your team's going to the Super Bowl and that you're going to the Super Bowl, if you know what I mean by that?
I think they're they're the same to me. I mean, yeah, it still doesn't sound real that the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl, and then the Super Bowl is like unattainable almost when you're growing up. It's like a dream of dreams, and you're actually playing in it, and it's surreal.
How would you explain Who Day to somebody who's never heard it in their life?
Who Day think they're going to beat them Bengals? I mean, that's all you can say, really. That's our chant. Show them a video of us singing it after a victory. I think they'll understand.
I think it started back in the 80s when my pops was playing.
Yeah, no doubt. That I was before I was born, but I don't know the origin too much of that. I should probably do some research.
I think it's pretty damn simple. They would just sing it in the locker room after every win, and then the fans started singing it. It was unlikely. I mean, they were bad the year before. Before '81, they were bad.
Yeah.
So they all come. They're just similar to this. Bunch of young guys, rookies on that team. They start winning, and then it became just like the chant of the team.
No way, that's pretty cool.
That's how. So now you guys got to go finish the job.
Yeah, there we go.
This Walter Payton nominee is cool stuff right here. So what's your strategy when it comes to giving back to the community?
Yeah, it's really a great honor. One of my proudest accomplishments in my career to be nominated, and this is my 4th year with Cincinnati. I think each year I've grown my network, and so many people that I know from throughout my life have reached out and helped me as far as getting programs and events in place to give back to the city that raised me, and I'm really just getting started. I think every year I'm going to keep growing, keep doing more and more for the city, and this nomination is helping me bring awareness to my foundation, which I started this year, which focuses on food insecurity for the city. And I'm just really excited for the future.
We grew up with Chad Ochocinco. How has this once again become one of the best dancing teams in the NFL?
Not because of me, I promise. But Jamar, Joe can dance too. He doesn't do it often, but I've seen him back in his college day. He can dance. I mean, TB, I love the end zone celebrations that the guys come up with, but you're not going to catch me dancing out there too often.
How about the stogies? You light one of those up?
Yeah, every time. I mean, after the last few victories, you can't even see in our locker room because everybody's got one lit, and it's the best. It's so fun.
So when Joe first put those shades on, I was a little between on them. Now you start seeing him at the victory podium a few times. So what's your favorite of his wardrobe when you watch him go in and out of these football games?
Yeah, it's got to be the glasses. I think the coolest part is how everybody in the city now has a pair from one way or another. They're all rocking it as part of their jerseys and their tailgate costumes. Everybody's got them on, and he made them cool somehow. It's fun.
Cartier glasses, I won't even peek at you.
Yeah, yellow Lambo or yellow Ferrari like Pikachu.
Who'd have thought a couple Cincy boys headed to LA for the Super Bowl? Way to get it done, man. Congrats.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.